In the next week, we will likely either be enjoying the rich scent of sugarcane being processed at the mill or the stench of burning rubber on the highway. We've seen the latter, and it's not something we want to see again. The last time we did, over the core sampler, a cane farmer was shot in the head and killed. But cane farmers are reaching to breaking point after the latest attempt to negotiate with BSI was shut down. This morning, all parties with the exception of BSI ASR trooped warily into the Biltmore with the hope of a resolution. About an hour and a half later, they were back out after discussions on an issue that is at critical mass.
Clearly it's important because we need the crop to start. Without the crop, clearly the entire economy of the North will be terribly affected. Lots of farmers who owe money to the banks will face the pain of foreclosure. It's just unthinkable that we shouldn't have a crop. I had already indicated that if it appeared to be necessary, I would come back. And over the weekend, I spoke to the Deputy Prime Minister and made the changes. The idea is, again, just to get clear from the farmers precisely what their position is, and thereafter to take that to BSI ASR in an effort to bridge the remaining gaps.
For the negotiating team of the BSCFA, it is an unenviable position they are in because they represent 5,500 cane farmers. Those farmers those farmers need the crop to start like yesterday. Many of them feel that the BSCFA has been playing too nice, and so it's reached that point.
I believe that it's more flexible, and that's where we as cane farmers, we are feeling that indeed we are going too far being flexible. So, but we are trying our best to get to an agreement, and we hope that this time we get through with this impasse, and if not, we are trying or seeking other options.
Indeed, it appears that the negotiating team has been extremely flexible on the points of contention. Where the time frame of the agreement is concerned, the BSCFA wanted 1 year, but have now accepted BSI's proposal of 7 on the condition that they can cancel it if the parties can't agree on a strategic development plan. On the matter of the ownership of cane, the BSCFA has agreed to give BSI ownership on the condition that they can renegotiate for a percentage of future byproducts. And now they've gone further on the bagasse payment.
We presented to the Prime Minister a proposal as to where we are willing to accept the 51 cents for at least 3 years, and but in this time we want them to give us their numbers or their account as if they are doing some profit, because they have claiming that they are just doing losses and no profit of coming. But we want to see if they are doing some profit so as to we can negotiate or at least an increment on that 51.
I think the farmers are showing a great deal of flexibility, and I believe that we're in a position where we can get this thing done. I don't think those remaining gaps are huge. I think they are bridgeable, and so I will be making every effort to get ASR and the BSCFA to finally agree.
But what happens if BSI ASR doesn't see it quite that way? Have you communicated to the Prime Minister that it is reaching that point where farmers are becoming increasingly inclined to protest?
Obviously, and he is well aware about that. And I don't know if he was just kidding, but he said that in that case he will be ready to join us on that protest, if that is the solution for us to get in an agreement.
We have this last chance. I think it is a last chance, and I believe the farmers will wait to see what comes of my discussion with ASR.
The Prime Minister is doubtful that the crop will start in the next week, but ever hopeful that it will before Christmas. Mike Rodon.